Good afternoon. I'm going to make a few remarks, and then Dr. Alex Adams, the U.S. Assistant Secretary of Administration for Children and Families, will say a few words too. Today, we're taking an important step to protect Hoosier children in foster care. I want to thank the ACF and HHS for the important work they do on behalf of children and families across the country. Today, I'm signing an executive order to make sure federal survivor benefits owed to children in foster care are protected for those children, not used to reimburse the state for care. A few other states have done that already as well. Survivor benefits belong to children, not the government. The order directs the Department of Child Services to preserve these benefits for eligible youth in foster care. It also requires DCS to screen children for eligibility, notify the child and their representatives, and identify an independent representative payee whenever possible. It also directs DCS to preserve these funds in appropriate accounts such as ABLE accounts, personal needs accounts, or other savings vehicles. When a young person leaves DCS custody, those conserved funds will be released according to applicable federal rules. This executive order is about making sure dollars intended for a child are protected and used to support that child's future. Today, I will also sign a proclamation affirming Indiana's commitment to improving child safety, permanency, and well-being outcomes through a new program improvement plan. May is National Foster Care Month, and this action is part of our broader commitment to supporting foster children and foster families in Indiana. Earlier this year, we expanded parental leave for state employees to include foster parents. Today, we are taking another step to make sure children in foster care have the support, resources, and stability they are owed as they prepare for adulthood. Now, I'd like Dr. Alex Adams to come up here and say a few words.
Thank you, Governor. On behalf of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., we are absolutely thrilled to partner with the state of Indiana. Indiana is the 20th state to join a Home for Every Child. Where these initiatives come from is last November, President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump signed an executive order that challenged all of government to take actions to improve child welfare outcomes. One of the things it outlined was asking us to remove administrative burdens placed on states and in return get data from states to set up a scorecard to see how states are doing. Nationally, we have too few foster homes. Nationally, if we have 100 foster kids come into the system, we only have 57 homes to care for them. We can do better and we must do better, hence the Home for Every Child initiative. When a state like Indiana joins, we renegotiate our program improvement plan. We give them record red tape relief. The team in Indiana will no longer have to submit to us 300-page reports that are exercises in compliance. And instead, they can redirect that time and energy to efforts that actually improve child welfare outcomes. In return, we'll get monthly data on the ratio of foster homes to foster kids. And starting this summer, we're going to put a website up that will compare states and allow you all every month to see how Indiana compares to other partnering states. As I said, there's 20 states that have joined this initiative. It was heavily concentrated early on in the SEC states, but we've been making our way into the Big Ten states. Indiana has joined, Ohio has joined. And one of the things that comes up at all of these conversations with the governor is the spirit of competition, wanting to be the best. We think that by requiring the right data to be reported more frequently with cross-state comparisons, will elevate the conversation around child welfare and be a net win for children. The other action that Indiana took today is extraordinary. Too many states tax orphans in the most literal sense. If a child is in foster care whose parents died, that child is entitled to their parents' survivors benefits. and too many states are taxing orphans to offset state costs. Every state has the power to end that today, but more than half of all states are taxing orphans. Governor Braun, your leadership on this issue, you taking swift, decisive executive action, is a model for more than half of all the other states out there. And we encourage other states to follow the Indian example. I'm confident with these two actions today, ending the orphan tax and joining A Home for Every Child, combined with the efforts Indiana has already taken to date, foster youth will be better off as a result. So thank you for your leadership.
Very welcome. I'm going to sign it, and then we'll take questions. Gloria, Alex, Jennifer, and myself.